Let's start with a short meditation to center and to arrive mentally. Sit upright in a comfortable position and close your eyes. Keep your spine straight and your neck upright. Take a deep breath through the nose into your belly. Hold for a little while and breathe out through the open mouth. Put your attention on your breath. Don't concentrate or focus too hard. Don't strain. Just allow yourself to get calm and peaceful, to get out of your thoughts, to arrive mentally in the here and now. Observe emerging emotions, thoughts, pictures that come and go. Don't try to suppress anything. You are like a dispassionate observer. Just arrive in the here and now. And don't forget to smile to the outside and to your inside. At the end, put your awareness back to your body and your environment. Open very slowly your eyes. Take your time. ASTEYA, the third Yama in Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. ASTEYA means non-stealing. Honesty in all areas of life, even in thoughts. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutra 237, we can read, "One who does not steal and has no thoughts of stealing from others experiences prosperity and good fortune." From the commentary of Roy G. Davis about ASTEYA. Stealing, taking something from someone to whom it rightfully belongs, causes hardship for the victim and inclines a dishonest person to have thoughts and feelings of guilt and remorse. Honest, emotionally mature individuals who choose to be responsible for their actions and are optimistically receptive to good fortune can easily prosper in all aspects of their lives. Harmonious integration of the spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, and environmental aspects of life enables us to be in the flow of necessary resources and supportive events and circumstances that are for our highest good. ASTEYA is the third Yama and stands for non-stealing and honesty in all areas of life, even in thoughts. The Sanskrit word steya, to steal, is preceded by an A to form ASTEYA, which means non-stealing. ASTEYA describes an ethical and moral principle of restraint and an attitude of non-stealing and honesty in all areas of life. Why do people steal? We all are informed that for most people on this planet there are many very real hardships that manifest themselves in terrible misery and indescribable deprivation. These hardships are characterized by hunger, shortage of drinking water, disease, a lack of money that is passed down from one generation to the next, creating a beggar's mentality and hopeless prospects for the future. These are unimaginable, distressing situations, full of enormous psychological and emotional stress and hopelessness, in which one's own life and that of the loved ones are threatened on daily basis, where only the here and now and daily survival counts. The following thoughts and stories are intended to encourage you to broaden your perspective, reflect on the meaning of ASTEYA, and recognize what its principles can mean for your own life. A dead fish is washed up on a beach. A hungry seagull spots it with a loud screeching and immediately begins to peck at it, greedily to satisfy its hunger. A stray fox, roaming around on the beach in search of tasty prey, watches a seagull, runs towards it, and snatches up the welcome snack. A majestic eagle, circling high in the sky, spots a fox with a fish and dives down at high speed to snatch it away. Startled, the fox jumps to the side and quickly gets to safety. While running, he looks back a few times, hoping to see if there is anything tasty left for him, but then continues his search for food on the beach. His baby foxes wait alone at home. We learned stealing means taking something away from someone that rightfully belongs to them. Is it also stealing when a fox snatches a seagull's prey, or when an eagle snatches a fish from a fox? Or is it an animal survival instinct to eat or be eaten? And are we only aware of the act of stealing once we have reached a higher level of consciousness? And does it then become a moral obligation? A completely starved man comes to a garden with large warning signs saying, "Private property, no trespassing." He reads it, climbs over the fence anyway, picks some ripe and juicy mangoes and a few sweet bananas, and eats them greedily but happy and grateful. Is this theft acceptable and justifiable? A poor woman with her 1-year-old little daughter are in serious danger of freezing to death in a bitterly cold wilderness. They find combustible material for boiling water to keep them warm and to survive. They break into a small private hut, steal wood and other combustible materials, and make a fire to warm them and to survive. Is theft justifiable under these circumstances? We started by asking the question, why do people steal? This question led us to an animal instinct that causes people to steal when their own survival is threatened. And who could judge or even condemn this behavior from a morally superior position with a full refrigerator, a cozy home, and comfortable clothes? And yet, habitual stealing reveals a state of mind and consciousness and a character trait that makes a corresponding pattern of behavior predictable. The concept of karma, the principle of causation, is interesting here. According to this law, our actions and thoughts determine our physical and emotional state, our state of consciousness, and our experiences. We get back what we send out, that what we have thought, said, or done. Roy Jean Davis wrote that karma is also understood as an accumulation of influential mental and emotional conditioning in the mental realm and in the body. These mental impressions, imprints, or memories are also called samskara. They attract circumstances and situations that awaken greed and desire in order to be confronted and resolved, or if the same old negative reaction pattern occurs, for example, lying or stealing, they subside, become inactive, and wait for the next opportunity for confrontation and resolution. In order to avoid repeatedly becoming the helpless victim in this cycle, overwhelmed by your own emotional outbursts and destructive reactions, attentive self-observation is helpful. For this, you can observe yourself in certain situations, notice thoughts and emotions arising, and then consciously choose a constructive response that leads to a positive outcome and to liberation and dissolution of this karmic conditioning. A subliminal feeling of deficiency, which has its origin in the illusion of duality, can also be a trigger for actions of stealing or dishonesty, right? This feeling feeds on a latent sense of inadequacy or imperfection, on fears of not having enough or not being capable enough, of not living up to the high expectations, on the urge to appear more important to others than one considers oneself to be, or quite simply on an insatiable desire for possessions, on craving and greed. In his commentary, Roy Jean Davis describes the effects for a person grounded in the principles of ASTEYA as follows. One who does not steal and has no thoughts of stealing from others experiences prosperity and good fortune. Why is that? Because this person is self-sufficient. This person has everything they need. They are able to obtain everything necessary from their own resources or through their own efforts. They doesn't have to constantly chase after things to keep up with others or to impress them. Their word carries weight and is reliable. There is no sense of lack. This person is not envious of other people's talents or possessions, because he knows that everyone has their own path that they must follow and needs things to do so. Self-sufficiency promotes contentment, opens the door to true happiness, and an abundance of necessary prosperity that is not reflected in the size of one's car, house or bank account, because everything is temporary and nothing lasts forever. Is there one value or virtue that is superior to others? The answer to this question raises a philosophical problem, which is illustrated in the following story. A holy man is sitting under a tree and meditating. Suddenly, a completely frightened and confused man runs up to him and begs him, "Babu, there are many angry people behind me who want to beat me up. They say I stole something, but that's not true. Please, let me climb up the tree behind you so I can hide there. When they come, please tell them you didn't saw me." So the man climbed up the tree to hide. Shortly thereafter, as announced, an angry and violent crowd approached the saint, who was sitting under the tree. One of the men shouted at him to intimidate him. "Babu, we are looking for a man. Has he passed by here? He is a wicked thief. Have you seen him? And do you know where he went? We must catch him and give him a good beating." What principle should the holy man follow? The man in the tree appears to have stolen something, which violates the principle of ASTEYA. If the holy man tells the truth, as he should according to the principle of Satya, the man would be taken down from the tree and beaten up. However, this violates the principle of Ahimsa, non-violence. So, how should the saint act ethically? Tell the truth and hand the man over to be beaten, or lie and send the man in a different direction, thereby preventing the man from being beaten? The saint, observing the angry crowd in a detached manner and without focusing on any particular person, smiling, he sends the agitated crowd in the wrong direction, thus saving the man in the tree from being beaten up or even killed. A saint does this because life is the highest value that must be preserved and protected, and stands above all virtues and principles. Life, the highest immeasurable value and principle. Use this technique of creative imagination to cultivate and realize the attitudes and behaviors of ASTEYA. Knowing that you are a spiritual being superior to your mind and to mundane circumstances, do the following. Meditate at the beginning alone in a quiet place. Sit upright on a chair. Close your eyes and relax. Breathe 3 times deeply in and out. Concentrate on the area between the eyebrows and watch your breath. Don't try to control it. Just observe your breath. Feel the cool air while inhaling and the warm air when exhaling. If you like, you can use a mantra. When your mind is calm and your awareness is clear, vividly imagine that you are ASTEYA. You are non-stealing. You are honesty. There is no need to use willpower. Remember Patanjali's Yoga Sutra about ASTEYA. One who does not steal and has no thoughts of stealing from others experiences prosperity and good fortune. Clearly see yourself as this person who is fully established in ASTEYA, in non-stealing and honesty, and feel it at the deepest level of your being. Imagine and feel how you, as this person, will think. How do you speak? And how will you act? The feeling that you have should be of acceptance and gratitude, rather than an emotion. Rest for a while in that awareness and feeling of accomplishment of ASTEYA. Now, bring your awareness back to your body and your circumstances. Take your time. And open your eyes very, very slowly. Maintain your clear awareness and feeling of accomplishment of ASTEYA after your practice session. Oh.